Hello. Um, it's been a minute since I made an update. This is like the third time I'm trying this today. Because each time I did it, I found another bug, and I had to spend another hour on it. So, um, hopefully it's good to go this time. So, it's been about 3 weeks since I've done anything for my personal projects. Um, I've been doing a little work on Hall Pass Hero. So let's go ahead and just make it. So Hall Pass Hero is just like a CLI tool that instructors could use to keep track of students' progress and um, status and attendance and performance grades, etc. Uh, Most of the functionality is still the same. I haven't changed too much. I really just kind of made some small fixes and tweaks and one update, or really two little updates. So the first is rosters. So rosters are like classrooms or classes. I just didn't use the word classes because that would confuse me and maybe some other people when working on it. Because the word classes is used a lot in the programming language C++, specifically where this part of this is written in. So you can create rosters. So roster is just going to be a culmination of students. We can view our rosters here. No rosters found. Don't know if you saw that, but no rosters found. Please create one first. Let's go ahead and create one. So I've been working on something to prevent duplication. So we want to create a roster with the name of main. That's pretty cool that it thinks that I'm talking about my branch, but I'm not. So we're going to go ahead and click Y. And then it runs a check, checking if main exists. And if it doesn't exist, create it. If it does exist, you can't use that. So let's show that one more time. I'm going to create another new branch, or I'm sorry, another new another new roster. Sorry, brain fart. And we're going to call it second. Okay, we should be good. We're going to go ahead and confirm it. It's checking. It runs its check. There's no other second in my database, so it should be good. So now if we go view our rosters by clicking 2 here, it found them, and we do have a little visual bug here. Got to work that out, but you can see we have our main and our second. Now I didn't type roster underscore, but I wanted, for clarity's sake, I wanted to add this prefix to any roster that is made. As far as the user is concerned, this will only show main. I just still have to fix some things through here. But there's our main roster and our second one we made. So if we want to go back, and let's say we want to create a new one, but we're going to name it main as well. You're not allowed to do that. Checks if it exists. If it already exists, you have to try again. There's no way to get by that. You can name it. I mean, you can do something like main one, or main m, like something like this, or m on the underscore afterwards. You can do something like that, but you can't name it the same thing. So I also did that with students. So there's different, there's different people. People have the same name. Some people have the first name, last name, middle name. Some have all three that are the same. But no matter what, the student ID in this program will be unique. Doesn't matter what information. You can have the same first, last, middle name, date of birth, stuff like that. It doesn't matter. The email, I'm sorry, the student ID will be unique. So if we want to, we should get an error here if we view our student database. Let's see. Yeah, there's our error. The database doesn't exist yet. Good. So we're actually going to create it. And it's created automatically the moment you try to, if it doesn't exist, it's created automatically when you try to add a student to that database. Add a student. We're going to use my name for the purposes of this, Marshall. Yep, that's correct. I'm going to do my last name. That's correct. And you can still automatically generate an ID or create your own. Now, for this example, we're going to automatically generate one. So it's going to run through a little process here, generate an ID, and there you go. Takes the first letters of the first 2 letters of the first name, and if you choose to put a last name, it takes the full last name, as long as it's not too long. and then it takes 3 characters. I believe it does three numbers every time. If you don't have a last name, it'll just take the first 2 letters of the first name and then the characters. No matter what, there can never be another M.A. Burns 732 in this database. So let's confirm that. I'm gonna click no here because I don't have even, that's not even working yet technically. All right, so let's view students. So there I am. Let's list every student that's currently in a database, and it's just me, M.A. Burns 732. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and try to add another student. Add a student, and this guy's going to be named Chris. You can click yes, and Chris doesn't have a last name, so we're going to go with none. I'm going to go ahead and click yep, that's correct, and we're going to create our own ID for Chris. Some helpful hints here. It's recommended you don't use private information such as anything in a social security number or birth date, etc. You can do whatever you want, of course, but it's highly you've been warned, let's just say that. So let's go. I forgot what it was. M.A. Burns. Let me double check here. A little tool. Students. M.A. Burns 732. Okay, that's what we're looking for. That's what we're going to type. M.A. Burns 732. So this is, and I'm trying to duplicate that ID. You know, duplicate ID detected. Please try again. Let's try another one. So let's go M.A. Burns 734 instead. There we go. We can use that one because it's not taken. And let's go ahead and view our students. 2 very similar IDs, but each one is unique. So that's what I've been working on. First, couple hours or a few hours being back to working on my side project. The next step will be kind of cleaning up the code more and the UI. And I also want to start working on the search functionality. If I want to search for, say, Chris amongst 30 students or something that are total in a database, I want to search for that. So that's next. But that's about it for me for right now. For anybody watching or listening to this, happy holidays if you celebrate, and happy new year. Peace.